Hi there, how are you doing? So the glass, I make beads from glass, and here I have samples of glass. This is how glass comes to me. It's being made by few manufacturers. It's like 5 major ones around the globe, and some smaller ones. My favorite producers are Italian glass that used to be called Murano, and I like US glass. I like how this glass behaves, the colors, so it's my 2 favorite glasses to work with. The glass, it's being made in long rods like this, and then it's cut to like some size to be convenient to transport and to store. So I get glass in these bundles of different color. And there is 2 things about glass I wanted to mention. Glass can be transparent and it can be opaque. So this white glass is in a blue glass. They are opaque. So you can see through them. And this glass is transparent. And another one is transparent, and the glass comes in many colors, many colors. And like any glass artist, I believe we all addicts. We never stop buying glass. We just buy more and more. There's never enough, and I have glass just about like everywhere. I have glass storing on shelves, on tables. Here's my glass on another table. It's not in any particular order, it's just like projects. This is one idea I was running, and I have glass on top shelves. So glass is like a craziness. I always need more glass. Okay. So I also wanted to show, so this piece is made completely from transparent glass. You can see that all the beads show inside. And these beads, they don't show what's inside because this is all opaque glass. And when we mix glasses, some things, some effects, they can't be achieved if you take wrong glass. Let's say this pattern will not show on like sharp lines, and defined pattern won't show on transparent glass. Like this bead has a pattern, but it doesn't show as clear. And also we can mix, of course, glass, and if we mix transparent and non-transparent, we get another effect. Like we can see defined patterns and items floating sort of in a transparent space. So there's lots of fun, and this is very bright, colorful glass was used to create this flowers and little bugs things and some fun things. Very colorful. So by having many colors of glass and different ways to combine glass, we can create never-ending ideas of beads, and that's why I love it. It's just always something new to try. So okay, now I will explain how we make beads. So we got it. We need a glass to make a bead, and we need something to hold the bead while we're making it. So for that we have mandrels. These are just steel rods on which we will wrap melted glass while it's being shapeable, and we will create different forms which will become beads. But if we apply hot glass to the steel surface it will fuse forever, and we won't be able to take off the bead from the stick. So what we need to do is we have for this bead release. This is special mixture that works as a something to cover the metal rod, so the beads can be taken off later. So before I make beads, I need to prepare a bunch of these mandrels to be ready to use for beads. So here I dipped it in this bead release, and now I put it to dry. And like this, I prepare a whole bunch of them, so there is enough of them to work through the session. So each one have to be dipped and dried, and only when it's dry we can use them. Right now it's still wet and leaking, but that's the idea. So that's one of the steps we need to do before even starting to make beads. So let's say I put these ones to dip yesterday, and today they are ready to be used. And I have them in different sizes. The thick ones, they go for Pandora beads, and the smaller ones for regular beads. So now we have glass, we have mandrels. Next thing we need is our source of heat to melt the glass. And for this I have my torch here. This torch is working on a mixture of two gases, propane and oxygen. Oxygen raises the temperature of heat while it's burning. So like this we can melt our glass. Also, to work in a place like that, we need some protection. There is a ventilation that takes off exhaust fumes of burning. I have my apron because glass can damage clothes and burn skin. Hot glass and sharp glass, of course. And I also have my glasses to protect eyes. So if I put my glasses on, my cute fancy glasses, hi, and I have my ventilation on, now I need to turn on the fire. Okay, so I need to start my oxygen machine, which will produce supply of oxygen, and then I will start my flame, and that's the flame I will be working in melting glass. So the flame, there is things I wanted to say too. It's long like this. It's about 25 centimeters. There's different areas of this flame which do different purpose. The hot zone is for melting glass, and the warm zone is for keeping it warm. So now I will start making a bead for demonstration. I will take my prepared mandrel. I will warm it up, and another important thing, if I just shove my glass inside the fire, the temperature difference will be such a shock to the glass that it will just burst into bits and pieces. So we need to warm up glass gently and slowly. For this I will be out. So it's being conditioned to become hot. When I feel that this is safe enough, I will now keep it in the flame, and I will start to move it in a hotter area so I can melt it and collect enough amount to start working on a bead. So the glass changed color. It's now bright red. It means it's very, very hot. It's becoming gooey and moving. If I just keep this glass like this, it's gonna drop and fall on the table. I have actually sample of that. This little droplet, that's what happens. It fell to the table and then it just cooled into this little button. But we don't want to make these little droplets, we want to make a bead. So I'm twisting my glass, keeping it, preventing it from dropping to the floor, to the table. When it's large enough, and I think I can now start to bead, I will bring my mandrel close to this blob of glass, and I will deposit my hot glass onto the mandrel, and I twist my mandrel so glass goes all around, rubbing, and here we have our bead. I am still twisting it because if I will just hold it, the gravity will pull the mass of glass down and it will distort. So now we've got the bead, and it looks nice and round and quite symmetrical. That's the ready bead, the basic one. From now I can add some more glass to make it larger. I can add different colors of glass to make different designs. Let's say I can apply a line of glass to go around the bead as a decoration. Now I'm going to melt this line that I applied. So this is how we get the bead. Now I can't leave this bead out just to sit and cool down, because it will cool down on the outside surface way too fast and it will stay hot inside. This change of temperatures will create stress inside glass and the bead will crack in half. To prevent this breakage, I have another piece of equipment which calls kiln. This machine will keep my bead hot. It's set at 950 degrees and it will cool it down very slowly. It will bring it to safe temperature over 6 hours period. So once I make beads, I get them out of the kiln in 6 hours. So let's say 6 hours passed and I got the beads. Now that's what I have. I have beads on sticks. They are ready, made, but they still need to be clean. They're not ready to be used in jewelry yet. It's a long process to make beads. And we made only one and very simple one. The fancy, difficult beads, they take way more time to make. And we can have more videos where I show how to make beads of particular design. Today is just a general overview session. Okay, so now I ended up with beads like this. What do I do next? Next I need to clean them off these mandrels. So here what happens with this bead separator, it just breaks off and it's storage. Okay. So I take off the bead, it comes off, and now it has all that stuff inside. Now I need to clean it. I got for this little container with water. Then I have another tool to clean the bead inside. So my bead is in the water. I keep it in the water and I clean inside of this bead with my little Dremel. All that bead separator stuff comes off. Because we don't want to throw this bead with a dust inside into jewelry. It will not be nice and neat. So inside of the beads have to be nice and polished and without any dust or dirt. Now this bead is clean. It has no longer this powdery substance inside. Now it will be dried and then it will be ready to be used. And another thing, often people say, oh gosh, they made from glass, they're so fragile. Of course they're made from glass, and yes, glass can be broken, but they're not that fragile. They've been in a kiln, they've been annealed for 6 hours, they're quiet, strong little guys. Here I'll take one bead and I just drop it to the floor and nothing happened to that bead. They can take quite some pressure on them. So I don't suggest to smash them with a mallet to checking their strength, but I'm just saying they're not super fragile. Yes, they should be handled with care, but not to be afraid of them. And that's how the process goes, from very beginning of glass rod to the finished bead. And that's just a halfway to get to the jewelry, because jewelry making is another story. But next video I would like to show how I make beads of certain designs. There is more technical steps involved. So anyway, thanks you guys for watching today, and I'll see if you have any questions which I would like to answer later on. Okay, bye bye.